Hey kids! You may remember me from such places as the Thinking Lab. I am Miss Young. This is Leonora. Nora, say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Last week we talked about a new driving question. The driving question was, how do artists and scientists explore matter? Okay, so we talked about how matter is anything that takes up space. It's everywhere. You are matter. You matter. Matters can be solids, liquids, or gases. We talked about how solids are a state of matter where it holds a shape and does not flow. Liquids, this is what we learned about solids. Liquids are states of matter that fill up the container that they're in. They flow freely because the particles inside of them are a little bit further apart. And gases freely flow, right? A lot of times you can't see gases. Can you see this?
Yeah.
But it's not a gas, this is a solid. Today, we are going to make a work of art with our first state of matter, solids. We're also going to be mixing in a little bit of changing states of matter by using heat to make something that was once solid, a liquid, and when it cools, it's going to be a solid again. So, what we're going to do is, I don't know if you can see here, Nora and I have collected a bunch of stuff that normally would go in the garbage or the recycling bin. And I have decided today we are going to make a guy. We're gonna make some kind of monster out of this water or orange juice container. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Now, what we're going to be using to attach is dun da da da, a hot glue gun. Now, second grade was the time where Ms. Papa and I were going to teach you about hot glue guns. I'm just going to give you the instructions now. You need to be doing this with your grown-up. Okay, so insert it into the back of the glue gun. This is the glue stick. It is a solid glue, right? It's like plastic. It gets inserted into the back here. Once you insert this, never pull it back out because it starts to melt on the end. And if you pull it back out, it'll junk up your glue gun. This metal tip, don't touch it. It will burn you, right? Even if you have a low temp glue gun, don't even test it. It's a no-no, stay away from it. Remember, reminder again, do this with a grown-up. You don't also have to use hot glue if you don't want to. You can use tape. Whatever you think could make your sculpture stick together. Or you could do a sculpture that you just take apart. No big deal. All right, so we're gonna use our glue gun. We're not gonna touch the tip. We are not going to pull this back out. When we need some more, we will load it from the back. And this is the trigger that pulls so the glue comes out. Inside of here, it heats up. Does it heat up?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the heat makes the plastic, the glue, melt, right? So once it melts, it comes out this side melted. And then when it cools down, it changes its property of matter and becomes a solid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, she says yeah. Okay, so check it out while we create our sculpture monster. All right, so Nora and I created this monster entirely out of solids. All of these things keep their shape. If I put them into a container, they would still be the shape that they are, right? All the particles inside of these are packed closely together and they're not moving. Just want to give you a little bit of a tour of my monster. Check out his mouth. Hair, chosen by Nora. Eyes, obviously. Just buttons, right? Maybe it's a robot monster. You can be like, ow, give me a sandwich. Oh, what do you want? What do you want? You want a puppy?
Puppy.
Yeah, touch that, get a puppy maybe. Yeah, look at the arms. They either fold out, close back in. whatever this needs it for. I've got some macaroni and cheese wings. Lipton iced tea, single foot. I thought this one could just use a single foot. Now remember, I use the changing state of matter from a solid to a liquid back to a solid to attach things with my hot glue gun. And you could do whatever you want. Doesn't have to be a monster. It could be a building, whatever you want, because guess who's the artist? You're the artist. I hope you're doing all right. Miss you so much. Nora, say bye.
Bye.
Bye.